Welcome back for another video. I wasn't planning on dropping a video today, but the Premier League have treated us with a huge double game week announcement in both Game Week 28 and 29, which is only a few game weeks away and it could affect our transfer plans and chip strategy. In this video we'll cover everything you need to know, which players to consider and chip strategy. If you found this video useful, please drop it a like and subscribe to the channel. So let's start with the double game week 28 teams and fixtures. The 6 teams with a double game week in 28 are Aston Villa, Leeds, Newcastle, Southampton, Watford and Wolves. Most notably, Leeds, Watford and Wolves also have a double game week 26, so they'll have 2 double game weeks over the space of 3 game weeks. There's some great looking fixture pairings here that are very good opportunities for us to capitalise on. Aston Villa's double against Southampton and Leeds looks very strong, as does the Wolves double, who have 2 home games. Even the double for Leeds, Newcastle and Southampton have a pairing that looks like it will have great options. Newcastle don't stand out as much, however they will have a double game week 29 too, which we'll talk about more later. It's a similar situation to Burnley, who have the back-to-back doubles, and therefore there are players to consider. So this is a brief overview. I'll make a follow-up video with more detail, but these are the players I've highlighted to consider from the double game week 28 teams. Coutinho, Digne and Ramsey have all been excellent recently, and they're relatively cheap for what they offer. Particularly Ramsey, who's having a breakout season and only 4.8 mil. From Leeds, the options are few and far between, but in my opinion Rafinha is one worth considering. Newcastle's a team we might have overlooked, but due to their back-to-back doubles you could consider Dubravka for only 4.4 mil in goal and St Maximin up top. Southampton are also a side who offer good value. Ward-Prowse for 6.4 mil and Brozier for 5.4 mil are great enablers. Watford aren't particularly appealing, but Foster could be a good backup keeper. I've left both King and Dennis off here due to their poor form recently and more defensive approach under Hodgson. This could of course change, as could the appeal of many of these picks, and there could be other picks that emerge too. Wolves have the back-to-back home games, so having at least one defender looks crucial, as they could easily keep back-to-back clean sheets and the defenders are all cheap. Let's take a look at the double game week 29 next, and there's 6 teams with a double who are Arsenal, Brighton, Everton, Liverpool, Newcastle and Tottenham. These doubles are more of a mixed bag, however there's some premium assets represented here that justify consideration. Arsenal have another double game week consisting of 2 home games. Brighton's double looks the toughest of the bunch, playing Liverpool and Tottenham. As mentioned before, Newcastle have back-to-back doubles. The 29 double is Chelsea away and Everton away, though due to the nature of having 2 doubles you could make the case for a couple of players we mentioned before. In terms of who else to consider, there's some great options at all price points. Arsenal are packed with picks. The defenders or Ramsdale all look like options, as do the midfielders. Lacazette could be a great option as well, considering the limited striker options available to us. Due to Brighton's difficult double game week, followed by Man City, the following game week there's no one who leaps out. From Everton, both Gray and Calvert-Lewin could be great options if they hit some form in the lead up to the double. Gray's a good enabler for 5.5 mil and he's shown us in spells what he's capable of. Nearly all of us have Salah already and a defender or 2 from Liverpool. The choice between a second defender or Jota is a tricky one, and they all look like great picks. Jota is of course injured at the moment and we're yet to find out exactly when he returns, but it could be in time for Game Week 28, which does give us a game week to assess. Tottenham have been in poor form recently, but again Son and Kane could very easily be great picks by the time Game Week 29 rolls around. Double game weeks always introduce opportunities to maximise the returns from our valuable chips. This is a very loose guide where I've covered the opportunities that the coming game weeks provide. Game week 26 is an opportunity to wildcard, as you can prepare for the coming blanks and doubles. If you're on a significant hit heading into Game week 26, then the wildcard saves you those points and it gives you more upside from the players you bring in. However, if you're watching after the Game week 26 deadline, you can ignore that point and there's lots of equally good opportunities to wildcard. Game week 27 is an obvious free hit opportunity due to the size of the blank. Game week 28 and 29 are wildcard opportunities as well, as you can attack the doubles. However, if your bench is in good shape, then you could also consider bench boosting. If you wildcard in Game week 28 and bench boost in 29, there's high upside to that as you attack both doubles. As always, bear in mind that you can't use 2 chips in one game week. Lastly, Game week 30 is also a good opportunity to free hit, as it will be the biggest blank game week of the season. We don't yet know which teams will blank, it will be dependent on the FA Cup results. That wraps up today's video. Please drop it a like if you found it useful and hit subscribe to support the channel and for future content. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on the double game weeks and your chip strategy.